Okay, also, it's been a while, and we're going to come back for this video in specific. About an hour ago, the P5X team made a post, and it is definitely a PR stunt, but I think that using this as a way to make a video is not a bad idea. So we're going to talk about this and probably talk about, well, what they should end up doing. And I want you guys now in the comment section to let me know what would fix the global version for you, right? Like, if they do this, it's gonna pretty much guarantee you stay. Granted, they don't do anything worse than this, being the Marion situation. So let's kind of recap for everyone what exactly was done wrong in this game. Now, we pretty much know it's all revolving around Marion, right? Marion is the main cause of concern for two reasons. Number one, she was not on she's not going to be on the standard banner right away. And the biggest problem is that we don't know when she's going to be there. And number two, in Lufol's business plan, we cannot get her weapon and we cannot get her dupe, which was free on CN, TW, KR. And the biggest reason that that sucks is because it would have made Summer Closer, Summer Multaha a lot better. So that's what you have to keep in mind. That's the main reason people are mad. People also think the game's speeding up. People think that we're not getting as much rewards. And a lot of these reasons, a lot of these things is because they're not being clear with their communication. So we're going to get into this. And you have to understand it is mainly the communication and also poor decisions revolving Marion that people are mad. Now, little things like the gold ticket. This is the way I want to explain it. So little things like the gold ticket, right? Not being there is kind of like poking a bruise, right? When you're poking a bruise, obviously it's going to hurt a lot more than when you're poking a spot that doesn't have a bruise, right? Because if you're poking something that's already like bad, then it's going to get worse. Okay, it's not going to feel good. And that's how that one gold ticket not being there feels. People, it's not like people really give a damn if we're being real in normal times, but because of everything happening, people are mad at every little thing. So the team said, "Thank you for playing P5X. We have received many comments about the operations of P5X. We take your feedback very seriously and we will be explaining our future operation plans in the next broadcast. We ask for your patience in the meantime. In addition, we would like to apologize for the version 1.1 livestream being delayed. More so than that, being horrible. Because not only was it delayed, even when it was delayed, we still felt like we were in the dark when it was translated, and also through the Japanese version because they were not clear on how exactly they would speed up. If you're saying you're going to speed up, the best way to do it is to be very clear. For example, Black Beacon, while not speeding up, it was in a controversy. Well, guess what? They did a full fucking chart of what exactly Global missed in the compensation and then actually gave Global that compensation. We need something like that from P5X so that people see visually that we're not getting fucked over. Okay, that's the biggest thing. So we will announce details regarding the English broadcast version 1.2 ahead of time. So please stay tuned to the official P5X West social media accounts. Thank you for your continued support. And they also did an image, right? They had like a little graphic with the same information, right? So they're definitely very serious about this. The problem is, I don't know about you guys. Does it not feel ironic? They're giving us breadcrumbs once again, right? I mean, listen, I'm very happy for this. Okay, I'm very happy for this. I think it's good. I think it's good that they're saying this. We're definitely going to get information, but it's been what, a week since the Marion drama? Maybe. What exactly are we trying to say? What exactly is happening? I feel like by now they should most certainly have responded, because the Steam charts or the Steam like reviews are probably below 50% approval rating. It's really bad. Okay, it's really bad. Like, the ratings in some regions are like below 2 stars on the App Store, but of course it's per region. And I definitely think that just saying we're gonna address it soon is a bit rough. However, that soon is actually quite soon. I'm not gonna lie. You know what's crazy? They're gonna be doing a lot of streams because there's a version every 2 weeks. Like, unless I'm tweaking, there's literally a version every 2 weeks. So we're gonna be getting a stream very soon, which is good. I'm gonna need a couple things from them, and it's gonna be quite a lot. So I just want to say, one of the ships has sailed. We are not going to be getting Marion's weapon or dupe for free. And if we do, it is truly going to be a devs listen moment. But I do not see us getting Marion's dupe and weapon for free. It's almost impossible. Okay, you're going to have to rely on her 4-star. You're going to have to rely on not having her dupe, which, you know, let's keep it real. It does suck. Because if we're like being extremely just real with each other, it would have been nice for Summer Motoha, but I'm not going to be bending backwards to get Marion's weapon and also her dupe, because Motoha also is very good with Marion. Also keep in mind that Motoha relies on overhealing, which, you know, Marion is going to be good for that, especially if you've played with Marion, right? So because of that, it kind of sucks. Now what I'm looking for from them would be a couple things. Number one, I would really want a good amount of pulls. Okay, I would like a good amount of pulls because, to be fair, they took out not Summer Motoha. They took out the weapon and the dupe. And sure, you could still get a dupe and a weapon, but not the one you want. Now, for the 5-star weapon, it's fine because you could technically get Leon, but who's to say you wouldn't lose 50-50 and get it anyway, right? The dupe, I mean, not that bad. Maybe On's dupes are going to become way better soon. We'll find out when the summer update comes out on CN. I just think they need to make up for it with pulls, because if we're going to be, you know, if you think about it, if we are, you know, using pulls for these things instead of actually getting it for free, I do think that deserves more pulls. I think this is a compensation worthy event. Okay, so I really hope they give some sort of compensation. What I would like personally is maybe, like, I would say, I don't know, like 10 limited pulls, 20 weapon pulls, and then 20 gold pulls. For me, that's about what I would want. Now, is it a lot? Yeah, but to be fair, they fucked up. So, you know, I'm not gonna really give them benefits of the doubt. Like, they need to do a lot. If we're being real, let's be real with each other. They took out a dupe for a good unit. They took out the weapon. Okay, they got to do a lot. So that's number one. Now, number two, what they have to do is probably tell us when Marion is coming out to standard. And I think almost everyone agrees it's going to be version 1.3, because Marion did not come out in version 1.2, right? Or 1.1, right? She came out in 1.3, or sorry, she came out in standard in 1.3, right? So because of that, we are going to have to get Marion probably in the standard by that point. And if we don't, then that's a problem. But because most likely we are, I would like them to confirm that fact. Right, that's the main thing. Confirm that fact, and then we're gonna be good. Okay, just confirm this in 1.3. No one's gonna mind. That's already fixed. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, to be fair, if it comes out in 1.3, if they just like shit out instead of giving us limited pulls, if they just like shit out like 50 pulls for gold pulls, right, and like give it to us like when she comes out to standard, like obviously I know it's not gonna guarantee Marion, but is it gonna make it a bit easier? Yeah, okay, for sure. Now, the third thing that I want to talk about that I think is going to be what they should do is make it very clear what's happening with the speed up and the rewards, because that's a big thing. Okay, people are thinking it's going to be bad. People are already thinking they're skimping out on pulls when they're not. Okay, for example, the weapon login event, right, the 7 pulls is new. It was not there, which is probably why it's 7, because of the fact it was not there. Okay, like on CN, they only started getting the login pulls later, right? But they got to make it very clear, tell us what we're getting, and make even a chart if they have to. Okay, I need to know. We need to know the numbers. We need to know the data. We need to know what exactly is going on so that no one is going to get angry afterwards, because it is very, very unfortunate. Now, I think I saw it here. We ain't believing y'all until we see changes, right? I agree. I mean, this is honestly just a yap fest saying nothing. It is genuinely a nothing burger. So we're going to have to hope they fix their act. But as of right now, this is good. If they're taking our feedback very seriously, our feedback, right? Not hate, feedback, of course, feedback. Then we're probably in good hands. I just have to hope that everything goes well. But will they do what people want? We'll have to see. If they make most of the players happy, then that's great. But they got to communicate well and then also give us some sort of good compensation. Now, to be fair, whatever they do for compensation, I'm going to judge it when it actually comes out and not prejudge it. So we'll see when that happens. I'll see you guys in the next video. Been a while, but I think this is a good video to come back to. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.